What's up, guys? Today we're going to go over how to farm an EDF 4.1. A great mission for this is 82 Heaven's Army. I highly suggest you do this in offline mode and not online mode. Added difficulty in online mode and HP makes this a real challenge there. So let's start with some quick gear. This is for introductory stuff. This is trying to get good gear out of Inferno. So let's get a stationary weapon here, the ZERA-GUN, level 46. We're going to use this to help keep our AI companions alive. We want this level 79 ZEXR-GUN, which we can get from this fight. It has increased turrets, damage, and capacity, so it's a big boost. What we're going to also grab is a power assist gear. We're going to use the level 66. You should be able to obtain that. The real goal would be this level 84. It has a 30-second increased effective timer on it, but it still maintains that 1.5 damage, which is a necessity for farming here. The 1.2 amplification power supplemental gear just does not cut it. So we're going to grab this level 66 power assist gun MG. And now for the core of this farming mission is the Epsilon armored blast railgun. This is an absolute necessity to farming this mission with an air raider. Obviously you want the railgun E at level 84. You can drop your power assist equipment and pick up another turret once you have this. But for the time being, if you only have the 69, like I said, this is for introductory Inferno farming. This is how you'll get that level 84 Epsilon. It's just a necessity to farm here. And now let's just take a quick look at how this farming goes. So for our strategy, you start by calling in the Epsilon. As you probably know by now, it takes a long time for any of your calling in for support stuff to show up, especially vehicles. It's kind of the handicap to such powerful equipment that the air raider can get, but it's important to call it in. So what you do is you wait for these tanks to drop, pop your turrets. As you can see, I shot a power supply to my vehicle, and now I can take these dropships down in 6 shots. And that's super important, because that's about all the more you can fit in before they actually close. You'll notice I only pump 5 shots into the first one, because it will throw your whole cycle off if you try to kill this first one, because you will not be able to kill the left and right dropship, which is super important to be able to take one of these down now. So you can fit in 6 shots at this point in time, and as this one's just now beginning to open, you can drop that middle dropship before it could ever release any other additional monsters. You'll notice I hop out and reapply the power assist gun just to help finish off this last dropship. You don't want to miss blowing this thing up before it closes again. Plus, the additional power will help us finish up killing these red dragons. You should have a lot of AI left since we helped cover their butts early on with those stationary turrets. So just take your last, you should have a handful of shots here, and just start hitting these red dragons. They take a lot of damage. So you really want to try to make every one of these shots count, because there's only so much AI, and these things really do wreck some shop. Fortunately, the drops don't go flying from them like they do in some enemies. Sometimes they do, but it's generally pretty localized. Be sure to scour the area for all the weapons, since it is what we're here for. Don't really worry about picking up armor. There are better missions for farming armor than this. We're here for high-level weaponry. And when they say what you heard right there, the G1 area, that's how you know the mission's over. So sometimes you can finish before then and just continue farming as quickly as possible. So you can expect to pick up, I would say on average, 5 to 7 weapons. But just to help you streamline this process, let's go over a few tips and tricks. There are some let's say, not really distinguishable non-damage areas on these dropships. You'll notice on this shot right here, I actually do no damage to the dropship. And if you find yourself doing that, 100% restart. There is basically no room for error, and you need to make 18 consecutive Epsilon shots without missing. So that will throw off your whole run, so you probably should just restart. Another thing is, the drops aren't only here on this, looks like tennis courts. You can also go to the left here, and there's enemies that are fighting up here, and you also have AI and companions fighting up here with you as well. So sometimes, there's actually good gear up here. So if you've cleared the obvious field in front of you, just jump out while there's a few enemies left, because they're not going to fight you, they're really going to just focus AI. And you'll find armor, and sometimes a weapon or two. Let's take a look at what high level farming on this is. You've got your ZEXR-GUNs now, and you've got your Epsilon E. Let's see how fast this really goes. The strategy is still the same, calling your Epsilon early, but now we're going to put down 2 rows of turrets. So, as always, we're going to call in our first set of turrets right before we hop in our Epsilon. And then we're just going to go ahead and knock down these ships. These ships take 5 shots apiece, which is a big improvement to the 6, and you don't need to put a power assist gunshot on there either. So it makes things go quicker and easier. And in a space where we used to put a power assist shot on our vehicle, we're going to pop our other set of turrets. And just kind of, again, helps your AI out. You don't want them dead. They are crucial to making this work. If they're dead, you're the focus, and you're dead too. You won't see the turrets doing a ton of damage, as you'll see these dragons take Epsilon shots, which is pretty crazy, considering that these Epsilon shots take out D-Roys. 1 shot. So anything you can do to help your guys out is super, super important. Also, if you're worried about leaving your tank to go up to the top floor to farm for some parts, it will go up the stairs. It's a little finicky, but it is an option. This is the easiest way for any air raider to farm for their level 95 Rule of God. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe.
Once you do that, get back inside as quick as you can. As you can see this conversation when they're like, hey, this is going a little too easy.
No, I'm alive somehow. God! I don't think he's not alive anymore.